Hi, I'm Ali from the University of Sussex Green Party Society. We've come down today, my question is about what, if any, political or environmental activism did you before you started making these films, and how did you get to here whenever you were 10 years ago?
Well, I marched in the anti-apartheid rally when I was about 12 in 1985 in New York City. I was a member of ACT UP in New York City when I was in high school, actually. The AIDS awareness campaign. But I really went into the theater. My work has always been theater. Because I wanted to do things that I felt like were more difficult to convey than what's on the protest sign. Sometimes in the political world, we end up reducing our whole soul down to something that you can put on a t-shirt. And that sometimes is unsatisfying, you know? So from my whole life, I've been ping-ponging back and forth between making work as an artist and making work in the political arena, or being involved in the political arena. We founded Theaters Against War in 2003 in New York City. Our theater, I don't know how many of you know that I'm a theater director. That's what I do. That's what I did for a living before I did this. I haven't made any plays in about 5 years because this has taken up a lot of time. Sometimes when a crisis comes, you just kind of have to get a new job for a little while, at least. That's what I like to tell the oil industry. It's time for you guys to get a new job too. Start working for a wind company or something. But, you know, I've always felt like to work on, and our company, International Law Company, will create a new play this spring, which is going to tour all throughout New York State, about the crisis of renewable energy. So we're going back in that direction, at least for the moment. But I think it's as far as this though, in the environment, you can have that thread of being an environmentalist that's deep in your blood and your bones. If you grow up in a place like this, in the middle of nature, it's just something you understand. And the threat to that woke me up to something that I didn't know was possible to engage with. And I think that it's similar to a lot of people, even though I've been involved in a lot of different, campaigns for justice like my entire life. I think that what this is doing with fracking is mobilizing people in a way that I've never seen ever in my life happen in so many different places across the world. And I do believe that it is part of the catalyst for getting the planet off of fossil fuels is how many places they want to frack. Because it is like this huge, great equalizer, right? Because we know that what we really, we can campaign in issues in an abstract sense, but we also know that when you're cornered and when you're threatened and when your home is on the line, it changes things. So if there's one glimmer of positive thing that I think might come out of this, is that you guys and these people from all over the world that you're connected to can be the engine for developing renewable energy. And that is something that we need to do as a much bigger problem, even than fracking, to advance the world energy sources and for all those different reasons. Where you're being called upon by this fracking crisis is to participate in that. That's what I feel. 5 years down the line, thinking this through for so long, that's the big deal. Why is it happening to you? Why is it happening to me? Why is it happening in Australia? Why is it happening in France? Why is it happening in New Orleans? Why is it happening in California? Because the fossil fuel industry have run out of the conventional sources. They're running out, they're worried about it, and they want to tap unconventional sources. Unconventional fossil fuels is game over for the planet from the standpoint of climate change. Game over. At 2 degrees of warming, which is at current emissions levels happening in 2042, we lose 1/4 to 30% of the species on the planet. We have industrial civilization on the verge of, or if not already, collapsed. That's a lot of goodbyes. We have to turn this corner because with fossil fuels doing is they're going, oh, well, we ran out of these, so we're just going to go this way. That's a paradigm shift. That paradigm shift is endangering all of us in a local sense and all of us in a global sense in equally important ways. And so it's important for those of us who get it and understand it on the ground here, that even if you win in BALCOMBE or you win in the upper Delaware River Basin have to stay engaged because we could lose all those places to climate change, even if we keep the frackers out. So we have one more question because I have to change. I'm staying with my sister who lives in London tonight, who has a new baby. So I have to take the 10:42. But who's? All right, thank you.
When you protesting and everything, so giving these questions and not a lot. I want to know, you're asking where to go to next. Why hasn't fracking gone to the capital yet? Because the UK is a very small country, and the people who are permitting this fracking are all there. And on Saturday, I was at a protest outside Lord Brown's office that was attended by only 30 people. And Lord Brown is not only in government in the House of Lords, he's also the CEO of Quadrilla. So I was just wondering, are we just scattering our strength by going to all corners of the country? Or should we, I don't know who can answer this, but should we have a protest of everyone in the UK against this at the capital?
Yeah. Why are there protests in the capital? Yeah, maybe I'll give you this after